Is Darien Brown.
All right. Now, just before I get into my act, I have a bit of a medical issue I need to address. It's probably nothing, but tell me if this is weird. One of my testicles is smaller than the other two. No? Okay. So anyway, another thing I want to mention is that I have this thing called Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of autism. If you don't know what autism is, basically it means I'm a genius. And I get a lot of weird questions asked about this disability. The most common one being being a comedian, having a disability, is it hard? Does it make it that much more difficult when you get up on stage? Does it hinder you when you're up on stage? No, it really doesn't. Because if you think about it, mental disabilities are kind of like STDs. Most of us have one, but we never want to admit it. And for those who didn't laugh at that, get tested. But there are some annoyances of living with a disability. The most common one being is that there are still those people out there that treat autism like it's a disease. The best example are those people who claim that their child had contracted autism after getting an immunization vaccine. Yeah, to those people, I just want to say, go fuck yourself. Autism is something you are either born with or diagnosed with at a young age. It's not something you catch, like the flu. Because I don't know about you lovely people, but never have I been stuck with a dodgy needle and have been like, ow. I don't know what's going on, but somehow I've become more intelligent and all my Lego towers are color coordinated. But I digress. But other than doing comedy, I actually have a full-time job. I work at, yes, thank you. Yeah, I work full-time over at Australia Post. Yes, I know, it's not quite, yes, thank you for the pity round of applause. It's not quite as sad or glamorous as it sounds like. That was pretty freaking close. But I've been working at Australia Post for the last year. I'm a walking postie, but that's not the job I originally applied for though. The job I originally applied for was that of a push bike postie, but suffice to say, I failed the practical, actually riding the push bike. And yes, that laugh is the correct response right there. Because I'm thinking as much as all of you, how the fuck does that even happen? Because I've been riding bikes since I was 7. And just to hear, what I found particularly funny about this was after the test, my instructor actually had the nerve to deem me being unsafe and therefore unfit to operate a push bike. So now I'm a walking postie. But don't think that I'm complaining about the job. I'm really not. I'm actually having a blast with it. I get plenty of fresh air. I walk 10 kilometers a day. You can't tell, ladies, but I've got legs like tree trunks. Ooh, sexy, isn't it? Yeah. You're lucky I'm wearing pants. I could crack a walnut with these thighs. You know you want to. Where was I? Oh yes, so what was that? But anyway, apart from working at Australia Post, because I've been working at Australia Post for a year, like I said, and my boss at the particular workstation I'm at, he's trying to lighten things up, trying to make things a bit more fun and exciting. So one of the things we started doing was, we started doing this barbecue for charity. We started doing a charity barbecue because, well, that's what Australia Post does for charity, really. They have a barbecue. It's like, oh my god, a bushfire, how ghastly! Quick, to the grill! But one of the charities my boss started doing we started doing it for this charity called the Bandaged Bear Foundation. Those who don't know, it's a charity that helps sick and injured kids. But when he had mentioned it, he made a slight Freudian slip by calling it the Bondage Bear Foundation. Which, in itself, I thought was funny, but when he had said that, I couldn't help but picture Winnie the Pooh in a gimp costume. Oh, I'll put some honey in the strap-on. That'll ruin Winnie the Pooh for any child. But just before I head off, because you truly have been a wonderful audience, no, please don't go. I wish I could stay, I really do. I'd just like to mention how comedy for me is such a great thrill. Some people believe comedy's so good, it's even better than sex. I should know because no one's ever complained about my joke being too short. Anyway, you guys have been wonderful. I've been Darien Brown. Thank you very much. Good night.